Science is.
Science is.
Science is.
Science is.
Science to me is.
What initially got me into science was the intrigue of the world and how exciting it is to learn about the world.
I love science because there's a lot of things you can explore with it.
I was interested in biotech in middle school, and I heard that there was a pathway at Hillsboro High School.
I think honestly the show, The Magic School Bus, just like showing a little bit of like the insight of like what the body can do.
I first got excited about science in middle school when we were doing all those experiments.
I really liked learning all the mechanisms of the world around me.
I have wanted to be a scientist since my freshman year of high school when I took my first biology class from Mr. Severson.
I chose this program because I thought it would be challenging and push me to learn new ideas.
So I started in the introduction class, and then I really liked it, so I just went on to advanced biotech.
My future pathway had something to do with science, which is neurosurgery. And considering neurosurgery has to do with the brain and the neurological system, I realized that cells have a big play in it.
The Hillsboro High School Bioscience Technologies program, I started it because I wanted kids to have a chance to do science the way it's done now. Most science classes are talking about stuff that was discovered hundreds of years ago. And science now is in the lab, and you're working with high-tech stuff, and you're playing with DNA.
Today in the lab, I was working on a digest, which is essentially like chemical scissors that cut off the ends of strands of DNA to make it so that you can insert it into a circular DNA vector.
Each senior gets their own molecular cloning project from a local research lab. They take that DNA from the lab, they cut it, they paste it, they put it back together to make their own unique construct that they return to the lab for their research.
Today I had two different experiments running. I ran a ligase, which is connecting to different DNA, and I also ran a gel electrophoresis, which separates different fragments of DNA.
The lab studies Epstein-Barr virus, which is what causes mono, and so they're helping with real-world research on a real-life disease.
I'm really happy that my classwork is able to help with a real-world problem.
The two things that make this program different than your typical high school biology class. First is just the facility. There may not be another facility this high-tech in a high school anywhere in the country, but definitely not in the state of Oregon. The other is the emphasis on skills. Students are allowed to get in the lab to do experiments that a typical biology class doesn't have time to do. This year we have students from 3 other high schools coming to Hill High just for this program. Anytime there's a tragedy, there's some opportunities to be found. And with a pandemic situation, it was kind of a big opportunity for my program because the need for scientists was suddenly very apparent in our society. The same techniques that they use in class are the things that are used to test for COVID, the same things that are used to develop an mRNA vaccine. So all these skills add up to do the same thing. They're empowering my students to be the problem solvers of tomorrow.
For me, science is exciting.
Science is the way that we look at the world and understand how it works and then apply it to our lives.
For me, science is intriguing.
For me, science is awe-inspiring.
I think it's a lot of learning. So science is learning, just new things all the time.